human body is, a symphony of organs, each playing a vital part in maintaining health. Among the most crucial are the liver, pancreas, spleen, and kidneys. These organs work together to process nutrients, filter toxins, regulate blood composition, and defend against disease. Yet, the modern diet, laden with excess sugar and salt, threatens to disrupt this delicate balance, leading to organ failure, debilitating illness, and ultimately, death. The liver is the body's largest internal organ. Located in the upper right abdomen, it performs over 500 essential functions. It regulates chemical levels in the blood, produces bile to help digest fats, manufactures proteins for blood plasma, stores and releases glucose as needed, processes hemoglobin and stores iron, detoxifies drugs and poisons, regulates blood clotting, and fights infections by producing immune factors. Every drop of blood from the digestive tract passes through the liver, which acts as a central processing unit, converting nutrients, neutralizing toxins, and managing energy store. Situated behind the stomach, the pancreas has two main functions. Exocrine. It produces digestive enzymes, amylase, lipase, trypsin, and chymotrypsin to break down carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. Endocrine. It releases hormones like insulin and glucagon to regulate blood sugar levels. Insulin lowers blood sugar, while glucagon raises it, maintaining a balance essential for energy supply to the brain, muscles, and organs. The spleen, nestled in the upper left abdomen, is part of the lymphatic system. Its main roles are filtering blood, removing old or damaged red blood cells, storing red blood cells, platelets, and white blood cells, producing lymphocytes to fight infections, and recycling iron from hemoglobin. The spleen is a key player in immune defense, rapidly responding to blood-borne threats. So, the kidneys are located on either side of the spine, and honestly, they perform some absolutely vital functions. They filter waste, fluids, and toxins from the blood, which is, pretty crucial for staying healthy. Kidneys also regulate fluid and electrolyte balance. Think sodium, potassium, calcium, and phosphorus. All those important minerals your body needs to function properly. They help maintain acid-base balance as well, which just means keeping the blood's pH in check. Another big role is controlling blood pressure, mainly by managing water and salt levels. Plus, the kidneys produce erythropoietin, which is a hormone that stimulates red blood cell production, and they activate vitamin D, which is essential for bone health. So, when your kidneys are healthy, they keep the body's internal environment stable. But if they stop working properly, toxic substances can build up, leading to systemic illness. Excessive sugar intake really overwhelms the body's metabolic machinery. The liver, for instance, converts excess glucose to fat, which leads to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Chronic fat accumulation triggers inflammation and fibrosis, and can, over time, progress to cirrhosis and even liver failure. Meanwhile, the pancreas is forced to overproduce insulin in response to constant high sugar. Eventually, this leads to insulin resistance, beta cell exhaustion, and type 2 diabetes. The pancreas itself can become inflamed or fibrotic, losing both its digestive and hormonal functions. As for the kidneys, high blood sugar damages those delicate blood vessels, causing protein leakage, what we call albuminuria, and eventually chronic kidney disease and end-stage renal failure. Now, the spleen is a bit less directly affected by sugar, But chronic inflammation and metabolic syndrome can impair immune function, making infections more likely. Salt, or sodium chloride, is essential in small amounts, but honestly, it's dangerous in excess. In the liver, high salt intake can cause oxidative stress, inflammation, and fibrosis, damaging liver cells and accelerating the progression of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Studies in animals have shown that high salt diets cause pancreatic fibrosis, which reduces both digestive enzyme production and insulin secretion, impairing digestion and blood sugar regulation. The kidneys have to work much harder to excrete excess sodium, leading to high blood pressure, glomerular damage, and a faster progression to chronic kidney disease. High salt intake can also blunt the effectiveness of medications that are meant to protect kidney function. And when it comes to the spleen, salt-induced hypertension and vascular damage can impair blood flow, reducing its effectiveness in filtering blood and mounting immune responses. When the liver, pancreas, spleen, and kidneys are chronically assaulted by high sugar and salt, things can really spiral. In the liver, fatty infiltration progresses to inflammation, what we call steatohepatitis, then fibrosis, cirrhosis, and eventually liver failure, which is marked by jaundice, confusion, bleeding, and sadly, death. The pancreas suffers beta cell burnout and fibrosis, leading to diabetes, digestive failure, and life-threatening metabolic crises. The kidneys experience ongoing damage resulting in proteinuria, fluid overload, hypertension, and ultimately, end-stage renal disease that requires dialysis or a transplant for survival. And the spleen, impaired immune function, increases susceptibility to infections, which can be fatal when multi-organ failure is in play. The liver, pancreas, spleen, and kidneys are in many ways unsung heroes, tirelessly maintaining the body's equilibrium, yet the excesses of the modern diet, especially sugar and salt, can truly overwhelm these organs, setting off a cascade of dysfunction. The end result is a progression from silent damage to debilitating disease, and, if nothing is done, death. So, a balanced diet, mindful of sugar and salt intake, is not just a lifestyle choice, it's quite literally a matter of survival.